We just witnessed the most terrifying thing about the Dallas Mavericks. And that's when everyone's focused, when everyone's locked in, bought in, and know their role and play it very well. This Dallas Mavericks team can beat anybody on any given night. And in tonight's 143-133 win over the Golden State Warriors, they proved just that. Luka Doncic putting up MVP caliber numbers, Klay Thompson having a revenge game, Jason Kidd looking like a Coach of the Year candidate. And even if that might be going too far, the Dallas Mavericks continue to impress as they won big in tonight's game over the Golden State Warriors. So in this video, we're going to take a look at who looked good, who looked bad, who stood on business, and what does this mean for the Dallas Mavericks moving forward. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, our last vid got over 500 likes. Man, I appreciate that greatly. You know I'm trying to do 400 likes per video minimum. So if you're enjoying everything that we're doing here at Mavs Digest, the live streams, the watch longs, the news vids, and everything else in between, make sure you drop a like on this video, and I'd appreciate it greatly. But the Dallas Mavericks, they were on a 7-game win streak. Things were really clicking for them. We were dealing with injuries, dealing with illnesses, guys in and out of rotation, and everything came to a halt when we lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder in a game where if we had everybody, who's to say it would have been a different story? The game wasn't a complete loss until the last few minutes of the game, really. But we knew that that doesn't mean that things are over for the Mavericks. That doesn't mean a losing streak in the future. We bounce back, we adjust, we improve, we go back to the drawing board, we watch some film, we chop wood and carry water, and we come back and we continue this winning streak. And that's exactly what happened tonight against the Golden State Warriors, in a game where many records were broken as the Dallas Mavericks and the Warriors combined for the most three-pointers made in NBA history. 43 plus threes, I want to say. We'll take a look at the box score. It'll say it there. But they had 43 plus made threes tonight, the most in NBA history. Luka Doncic had a 45-point triple-double. I was hoping he'd go for 50. Klay Thompson had an amazing revenge game after we lost to the Golden State Warriors earlier in the season. And overall, this was great for the Dallas Mavericks as we are still dealing with a few guys out of the rotation. We didn't have Najee Marshall due to illness. Hopefully that gets better. We also found out that Maxi Kleber has a fractured rib and will be out for the foreseeable future. Still no Dante Exum, still no Jaden Hardy, but that doesn't matter. We have a next man up mentality in this organization. The guys know their role. They play it well. They come in these games prepared. Jason Kidd does a great job of preparing them for these games, and the wins prove that right there. But if we take a look at the box score from tonight's game, PJ Washington had 13 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, was 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 7 from the floor. Nothing too flashy from PJ, but overall was a great performance. His defense, his rebounding, those are the things that we really missed. Overall, a pretty good performance. D-Live tonight in 30 minutes had 8 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 7 rebounds, 2 being offensive rebounds. And Kyrie Irving in 35 minutes had 21 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, was 1 of 4 of 3, but 8 of 16 from the floor. Kyrie Irving slowed the game down. He let everything come to him, didn't force a single thing. He saw Luka popping off, and he let Luka take over while still able to get his. A great game from Kyrie. And Luka Doncic, the man of the hour, Luka Mania, Luka Magic, the Don. In 38 minutes tonight, had 45 points, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 13 assists, 11 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive rebounds, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 6 of 11 from 3, and 16 of 23 from the floor. If anybody tells you that Luka Doncic doesn't play defense, show them this. 3 steals, 2 blocks? Come on, guys. I mean, this whole narrative of Luka Doncic doesn't play defense is just insane. The stats doesn't always favor Luka Doncic, but I'd argue the stats also don't show Luka Doncic as the worst defender out there. Not every player can be great at everything, and I'd argue that Luka Doncic, he does play defense. Sometimes he'll play a little bit more. He'll play better defense when he's going for those steals, when he's going for those rebounds, boxing out. Yes, he may put a little bit of extra effort in certain moments of the game, but never throughout the entirety of the game do we have a lockdown Luka performance, at least not on a nightly basis. But overall, I was very impressed by Luka's defense tonight. He was doing all the right things. He was helping out on defense. He was double teaming. He was going man on man. He was avoiding fouls. If we take a look at the box score, Luka Doncic tonight only had only had 1 foul. Only 1 foul and 3 turnovers with 2 blocks, 3 steals. That's a very good night from Luka. On top of shooting 16 of 23 from the floor and 6 of 11 from 3, probably one of Luka's best performances in a very long time, and I'm even including the playoffs. This was obviously his best performance all season, but I don't know when. Maybe that 73-point game against the Hawks was the last time he had a game just close to this. Luka Doncic had an MVP caliber night. I hope this is the start of something else. And as we've talked on this channel over the whole season, we talk about how Luka's usage rate is down. He's playing more off ball. He has teammates that he needs to trust. But if Luka can just go off like this on any given night while the rest of his team still contributes, this Dallas Mavericks team is going to be very, very deadly. But continuing with the box score, Klay Thompson tonight in his revenge game, 29 minutes, 29 points. He also had 1 block, 2 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, shot 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 7-11 from 3, and 9 of 14 from the floor. A very good game from Klay, arguably his best game as a Maverick, best game in a long time career-wise. I think they said it wasn't since March 19th of last season. I'm sorry, April 19th of last season did he score anywhere near 29 points. A very good game from Klay. Hopefully, again, this is something that we see for the next several games from all of these guys. But tonight, a much-needed performance from Klay Thompson. And off the bench, Omax, the player we've talked about a lot since we don't have Maxi Kleber. Omax only played 13 minutes, but he had 3 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. One of the assists did get waved off. There was a weird foul, but he got the ball to Quentin Grimes, top of the key for a 3. Quentin Grimes made it, but they waved it off. But in his limited role, I'm not upset with Omax. We still won the game, and our backup power forward only played 13 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Not one moment in the game that looked like we needed PJ back on the floor, and that's all thanks to Omax. If your backup power forward only needs a few points, assists, and rebounds, but isn't a detriment, look no further than Omax. I think he could be what we're looking for. Kessler Edwards, as well as Dwight Powell and Jason Gorman, all had garbage time minutes in the last minute of the game. Daniel Gafford, in 17 minutes, had 10 points, 1 assist, 9 rebounds. Spencer Dinwiddie didn't hit any of his shots, but he had 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Not too mad from Spencer. He didn't make any of his shots, but he only took 2 shots. He didn't keep shooting. He did all the small things. I'm all for it. Knowing when to stop is very important. And continuing with the box score, Quentin Grimes in 19 minutes had 14 points, 1 steal, and 2 rebounds, 4 of 8 from 3, and 5 of 12 from the floor. The Dallas Mavericks had an amazing, amazing game tonight. It was almost like watching a finals game, a playoff game. The energy was insane, not knowing when the other team was going to stop shooting threes. The Dallas Mavericks shot amazing. I'll just pull the box score back up. At the bottom, it shows we shot 21 of 41 from 3. That is insane. We shot 18 of 25 from the free throw line and 52 of 87 from the floor. We shot 59, 51, and 72% tonight. That is amazing. Now, will that be every single night? I mean, well, you could hope. A boy could dream, right? That the Dallas Mavericks continue to have just these amazing, crazy shooting nights where our defense, you could argue, could have been a lot better, especially on the perimeter where Draymond Green hit 5-6 threes tonight, and it just really killed me on the inside. But all in all, the Dallas Mavericks got the win. We looked very good. Our starters looked like starters. Our role players looked like role players. And everyone bought into what they were doing. But also, props to Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd had a great coaching game, won both of his challenges, had great timeouts, great rotations, great substitutions. Jason Kidd, you have your highs, you have your lows, but tonight's game definitely was a high for Jason Kidd. And as always, only one player could really stand on business, but I got to give it to 2 different guys tonight. And those 2 players are going to be, Luka Doncic as well as Klay Thompson. 45 points, 13 assists, 11 rebounds from Luka Doncic. And Klay had 29 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Yeah, definitely stood on business. Luka for the 45-point triple-double. Klay Thompson for the revenge game. I'll throw in Kyrie Irving in there too because he's part of our 3-headed monster, and they looked amazing. But a few things that we're definitely going to look at before we go today. Luka Doncic's first half versus the Warriors. He had 28 points, 9 of 12 from the floor, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Doncic has now put up at least 28, 9, and 8 in the first half for the second time in his career. Nobody else has ever done this once since at least 96-97. Luka Doncic breaking records, setting records, doing the impossible, doing things your favorite basketball player could never even dream of. Luka Doncic is definitely one of one. And just continuing, Noah Weber tweeted this out saying, Klay Thompson on his season high 29 points tonight against the Warriors. Klay Thompson said, it felt great. I've had a great history of shooting the ball well here, so I try to tap into that every time I come back. Man, I want 30 points. 30 sounds so much better, but that's life. We'll take the win. Klay, we all wanted you to hit 30. He missed a free throw. It was like, that could have been your 30, but it's all good. Klay stepped up big time. He missed some time with injury. He came back, and he looks great. Some days are going to look like this. Some days are going to look pretty bad for Klay. That's just how it goes. But we take the good with the bad and we move forward. And also this right here, new favorite NBA fact. In a game where the Mavericks and Warriors set an NBA record for most combined three-pointers made in a single game, Luka Doncic got his first dunk of the season, and it was terrible. Yes, Luka dunked tonight. It was a weird flat-footed dunk that I feel like he barely touched the rim, but we're going to count that as a dunk. And the last thing I want to show you guys before we go is just this right here. Luka Doncic has the fourth most 40-point triple-doubles in NBA history. He is 25 years old. If the Dallas Mavericks can continue to play very well, maybe not to the level that we played tonight, but if they continue to just find ways to win, we will be a terrifying team. The Dallas Mavericks are now 17-9 and tied for third place in the West. That does put more space between us and the Warriors, as they are one seed below us. But between us and the Oklahoma City Thunder, it is a very, very tight race. Every win matters, and every loss just spaces us that much closer to the bottom half of the West than the top half. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think that Kyrie, Luka, and Klay stood on business? I know I didn't count Kyrie, but I'm going to count him now. Our three big-headed monster, whatever you want to say, it's getting late here. Our three-headed monster, do you think they stood on business, or do you think it was someone else? It may have been Dwight Powell. It may have been Maxey for missing out. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We'd have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far into the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on this channel. The only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But until next time, y'all take care, drink water. Peace.